everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. Get ready with me to go grocery shopping. I don't normally do those kinds of videos, but I want to show you that I can shop on such a budget, especially these days when you know meat is expensive. So the first thing I do, and I'll change my clothes in a moment. The first thing I do is take a Jeffree Star lip scrub. The bargains yesterday at Xtina's live stream. And this smells so good. It's supposed to be cherry soda. If anybody remembers cherry Coke, I do. I do. Like in the 80s. So go ahead. Lip scrub first. Wipe it off because it's edible sugar. A lip scrub is good because it keeps your lips smooth. Really does. It keeps your lips smooth during the day. I'm just trying to make sure I got all the sugar off. And then, just to prep the skin, I'm going to use the Olay, which, if you can tell, is like down to here now. So, get some of that squished up in there. Now, I don't just, take the dropper and go like that. No, I like warming it up in my hands a little bit. And then going like that. And then take it up like this. I always, whatever's left, put on my hands. Your hands can tell your age, okay? That's for sure. Your hands can tell people how old you are. Or if you're not that old and your hands are dry looking, you get what I mean. So far I have really been enjoying this. Been using this on a daily basis or every other day when I don't have time. So let me get dressed. Some days when I'm just running an errand, I'll just pull my braid back. That's a lot of hair to unbraid. Yes, I get that. And yeah, that's a lot of hair to unbraid. Just real quick. I need to get a drink, so excuse me. I love my very long hair, as you all probably know. I already brushed out on this side, but sometimes I'll take it to where it's just swept down a bit instead of always just right back. So let me show you. I try to take this as tight as possible too. Then I leave a little bit of room now. And see, look, even with a ponytail in, just take your hair back. Split that in 2 pieces as even as possible if you want. And then just put it like that. So it's up, but it's also down. I'll put my hairbrush away. That is the convenience of having this vanity. It's so convenient because now I can sit here. Excuse me, holy crap, I need something to drink. Anyway, like I was trying to say before I kept coughing, by the way, kid, you ever have it, and I know everybody does, where you're washing your good sock, well, you're washing your clothes and you have your favorite brand, half those socks go missing. I have been looking for the K-Swiss socks at the Dollar General again. Guess what they don't have? Yeah, that's what they don't have anymore. So since I already prepped my skin with just the serum, now I'm just going to grab me a foundation brush. Holy crap. Hair stuck in my nail. No, I'm not done with that yet. So again, we're going to try to do, now I'll use those on something else. I'm being kind of picky about which brushes I want to use for what right now. Pull my hair back while I'm doing this. And put the Shop Massé on your skin. Y'all, between that and the e.l.f. Setting spray, my makeup has been stayed locked in place. Few drops. That was actually like 4. You probably counted more than that, and that's okay. So yeah, put that around your face. You can go ahead and just apply it to your face another way if you want. Just something you can just go ahead and swirl on your skin. Take that over here. Now, I have only a little bit of the Gerard Cosmetics eye primer, and I know I need to use that up. So I might use a little bit of that today. Also, with that lace on my desk, or my vanity, it looks like a desk without the mirror. I'll just say that. It honestly does. So for a bit, I believe, yes, right here. Eye primer. Excuse me again. Maybe I'm just allergic to all the BS in the air lately. Just saying. Reach in a drawer and get a mirror. I should probably switch those two around. Yeah, you know I always have my Curse Cosmetics mirror, but I have my Jeffree Star. You know, blending is friending. Oh, I got this for $11. I know I have some haters out there because I'm getting this stuff on bargains. Oh no, I need to wash that brush. I thought it was washed. Apparently not. Give me a minute to find a brush. Another thing about the vanity is I have my wipes in a drawer, so it just makes it convenient for me to reach in and grab a wipe instead of the struggle is real. I thought I cleaned these brushes, but apparently not. Make sure you clean your brushes, because that's gross. That's why I generally keep a wipe out. Yeah, there we go. Much better, much better. Anyway, I know that somebody popped a hole in my bed. I know that. I don't know why. Don't know when. Saturday night it was fine. I'm running out of this, so I'm literally literally having to scrape I'm scraping the bottom. Look, Jen, I'm hitting pan. So I'll get more of this next month because right now that is not on my budget. I was over at Xtina's Live and she said there were some deals going on and I grabbed a deal or two and now I'm just gonna mind my spending for the rest of the month, especially since I went yard saling. Now you can also put this under your eye like that. Wait, you're not using, yeah, I know I wasn't using the mirror. Oh my God, why do I look like an alien? After I did that, it's like alien eyes. Okay, so put this away. The other convenience, a drawer. The other convenience. So, I'm going to use a little bit of the e.l.f. She needs to be used up. Now, the other day, my makeup oxidized bad. With the e.l.f., I'm adding the Wet n Wild. It's a lot lighter on me. That's why I'm doing that. Grab a foundation brush. Now I know I have a new one. I just don't feel like messing it up yet. You ever get those brushes and you're like, which one do I choose to mess up? I still have a hair on my nail. Right there. Anyway, take your brush and just go like this. Pat that. Works a lot better than swirling. You have a bunch of lines on your face. Now I took the Wet n Wild down here, even though I was out in the sun over the weekend and a few other days. I will still try to make sure that I don't have any makeup oxidizing, especially here. Oh, that was horrible the other day. My makeup oxidized in that heat. I finally found my Lancome setting powder compact. About time too, because I've been looking for that thing and looking for that thing. I found the puff to it. Then I'm like looking at my Jeffree Star bags and I'm like, ah, there she is. She was hanging out in Jeffree. She was hanging out with Jeffree. I had a few like Curse Cosmetics. I gotta stop calling it Curse Cosmetics, Curse Beauty products in there as well because I didn't have enough room with the other stuff. So, speaking of cursed, I could take out the Lancome because I know I need to use it up. But I have enough from Curse Beauty. Gotta remember that. I do still have a code with them. Oh, and I moved my big Juvia's Place fluffy brush over with the gloss is gonna fall over with these big fluffy brushes. And you know, if I'm going to do a powder, I need a big fluffy brush. And oops, shoot. Be careful not to tip that and have your powder go everywhere. You don't want that to happen. That is a waste of product. Oh my gosh, one thing I still cannot stand on the internet is people with it. Is people wasting, just blatantly wasting product on purpose for clicks and views. Like, I don't like you people that waste product for clicks and views. That makes you horrible. Even if you just take the brush, tap that a bit, and then just take that along there. You can do down here. You can. Grab a certain amount. And remember, you don't just have to do it with this. You can also do this with this. Powder your face. And here's the thing with the e.l.f. also at the Dollar General or the Dollar General Market. I'll try to loosen that with the brush a bit so I can get some good use off of that. Anyway, because this is the e.l.f., y'all are going to need to powder her down. Powder her down. She is greasy if you don't. And I've told you all this several times. She's a greasy gal if you don't powder her down. Also use what's on your puff. Remember, like, I don't know if any of you have seen any of those retro ads or TV shows where the ladies say they have to go to the powder room. They had to powder their faces because our makeup, for the most part, was creasing or it was getting too oily. And that's exactly why they would do that, as I would suppose that would be the reason. So, for some reason, my forehead, though, that got the worst of it. Go ahead and get down here again. And we're going to melt that into the face with the e.l.f. Look, if you have a big face like I do, it doesn't look like I do, but I have a big face. So yeah, all these years of trying to keep my weight down, your face will expand and contract. My gosh, I was looking at like Glamzilla's post earlier. If you don't know who that is, I don't know where you've been. I wanted to get some of her nails from Glamnetic, but I won't use that one today. I was going to use like my darker powder, but not that. You know what though? One day I want to experiment with these and see if I can just use that under the eye to brighten. Holy crap. Now it's obvious that this part, which is the cream, this is the powder. The cream, make sure you're hydrated. Anyway, the cream would be too dark. The powder is too, I don't know, coral for my skin to have that work under the eye. And then there's these ones. These are dupes. These are dupes. I'm happy to use a dupe. The cream is too dark. Now this powder, on the other hand, might actually work for that. Sum that up on your fluffy brush. Let's see. If not, you could just clean that up. Kind of like one of those ones that would just brighten under the eye. And then I can just go back in with another one. And I'm not going to use that cream blush. I might actually just use a little bit of this. TikTok shop. TikTok. Not everything that I have is TikTok shop for makeup. Jeffree Star. Curse Beauty is revamping for theirs, so stay tuned for that because you're going to miss out if you don't stay tuned. So this is a good fluffy brush. Of course, you know I got the set off the TikTok shop. And we can just go right back in with this brush. And just blend that up. Just blend it. That's pretty. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to make yourself feel pretty. This is so true. So I'm going to do my brows and grab something for the eye and the lip. Then I'll just also take the NYX Butter Bronzer before I do anything else because that kind of helps. Oh, that's a foundation brush. Nah. If all else fails, Juvia. This'll work. Just tap it in. Just like you would with anything else. For me, I just take that under the cheekbone. Oh, Jeffree, I know you say not to do that. But our cheekbones are in a different place. He had beautiful bone structure. See how this brush just eased that on? Tap in here for a little more. Take it to your jawline. And that's supposed to help slim your face. It really is. That's supposed to help. Now, I had some of the butter bronzer on during it got really hot and oxidized. But it could also been the formula of this and the liquids that I was wearing could have oxidized in the sun. So, formula. Yep. Now, I have this, but I've already used this a few times, so let me rotate out to something else. I'll put this back up there. I almost grabbed this to repowder under the eyes, and I found my Lancome, and I'm like, oh, let me just use her. So, eyeshadow. Now, I do have a Curse Beauty liquid eyeshadow. But it doesn't go with today. What do I want to do? Oh, I know what's next in rotation. The Spellbook palette. Now, this one does not have a mirror. That's okay because I already have a mirror. Also, if you went somewhere and you had this, you actually have this right here. You can quite frankly blend with this down so that you could do a bronzer contour. Keep that in mind. I did use that the other day and I forgot to clean it. So now I will have to say with the TikTok shop brushes I recently got, like I was doing my brows with the spoolie that has the angle brush on it. Oh, you gotta work with that. Work. So what I'm going to suggest with these is you get them damp to get them to pick product up. You want to get that damp. I mean, you can put a spray on it if you want. Definitely dampen your brushes from them. So pick up that white, which does pick up even on a TikTok shop brush. Lay that in right there at the brow bone. And if you want to use it as a transition shade, you can do that too. So let's pop that right there. I know it's summerween, but I'm going to go right in here. I'm just going to do a simple look today. Like, I've just been trying to do a few simple looks with like the bougie. Yeah, simple with the bougie. You know, Jeffrey's one of those bougie brands. And then I blend Jeffree Star Cosmetics with the Cursed. I blend Jeffree Star with Gerard. Spoiled Lips, because I have that Rich Luxe palette, which this month is Rich's birthday. On the night, happy birthday, friend. I'm going to go ahead and just blend it like this, so that looks nice. It's not too much, it's just enough, and you can build it up. Take a dense brush, a more dense brush will pick that up more, and take that right in there. And go like this. So see how that just darkened that up a bit just by building the shade? It's always going to look better on one side than it is the other. For some reason, your eyes will never be twin sisters. But they can still look pretty. So, now I'm going to use an eyeliner next. Just have to figure out which one. Do I want Jeffree or do I want Curse? Here's my black one. Now, the Jeffree, I have the brown eyeliner. Remember to shake your eyeliner before you use it. You don't have to go all the way around on your eye. I might almost be out of this one. Oh no. And I do not tight line. Everybody else, you're more than welcome to tight line your eye. I just don't think I could put something that close to the actual eyeball. So see how the eyes look. Okay, so I took the new white eyeliner from Cursed Beauty, and then I took the Jeffree Star brown eyeliner, the only one I have from Jeffree. And then you just take that. Now, I took this all the way to the waterline with that white. And just soften out the brown. I just put it right over the white. But I didn't go all the way. Now I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, what do I want to put on my lip? Now, I know I'm not wearing the red today out of the Gerard. These are pretty. The packaging's so pretty. That's red. that's a red girl right there. Although I do love a good red shade, just not today. And then there's this one. It's more of a, I don't know. This is almost a pretty mauve moment. Almost got that on my finger. You know what? I have a white belt. Let me show you this. See that? On me. Kind of a, I don't know. It's pretty. I'm just not feeling it today. But don't think that I haven't used any Gerard Cosmetics today. Remember, I have. So I will go in with the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, that dark one that I've been using. I love this. I only have very few dark lip liners. I have a black one. And speaking of, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I'll probably either take a Jeffree shade or a Curse shade. And I'm letting Rob sleep. He gets up early to take Steve to work because we need the car during the day. And Steve doesn't have his own car anymore. Don't use LA. For getting anything, they'll scam you. And you're making such a ridiculous car payment. Especially for a used car that's like 3 to 5 years old. If people don't realize this, the older cars made out of metal, those do not depreciate in value. But your ones that are today's version of a car, those depreciate in value because they're just not, they're not that quality, they're not that quality standard of cars that are reliable. So always be wary of that. Now, I have this from Glamlight. They have these on sale. Still smell good. It's lost its mocha. So I have Jeffree. I saw that one Jeffree lippy that I've been using. Where the hell did it go though? I have to find it. Found it. Isn't that far away? Jeffree, Gerard, and Curse, they all have great packaging. That's why I say blending is friending, because that's some of my favorite brands, and I do enjoy using them. Like, you might not see me use the shade all the time. I'm not using this the lip oil. I have very few lip oils left. But that is a lip oil that I have. I guess with Curse, I have forgotten to get a nude shade. I'm used to all my little gothic moments with them. We'll have to go with Jeffree again. Whoops. I'll have to get a more nude one. Now, I can go with this, or I can go with this today. Although I think I'll just go with this. It's convenient. All right, and that's it, except for like set it and forget it. I think the eye look is simple enough and pretty enough that, you know, you can just wear it. You don't always have to use black with your makeup look. Deepen that brown, okay? Deepen that brown in there. And it's still a really pretty look. The only thing I did not do on camera is mascara, which I just did. Which I'm sure you can tell now that I actually have mascara on. These are not fake lashes. These are my lashes. So anyway, this comes in handy. This is approved by Curse Cosmetics, Gerard Cosmetics. I believe Jen likes this too. And Jeffree Star. And I think a lot of other brands. So I almost went for the mini controversy palette this morning. But I'm like, let me rotate out some of my Curse Beauty. Gotta remember, Curse Beauty was Curse Cosmetics. It is now Curse Beauty. I do have a code. I will pull that and put it up later. Meanwhile, I gotta put my brushes away. Go grocery shopping. So I hope this video was good for you and can make you stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. This is going to matte down after a bit because the setting spray, when you do this, that's going to help to matte that down. Remember that. That's a little tip. This e.l.f. setting spray, along with the Shop Miss A, that helps to keep that locked in place all day. So, also I got to use the Spellbook palette today, so that's good. Rotation. That's always another good thing to do. Make sure you rotate your makeup out and use up your products in an order that makes you comfortable. Ooh, I've got to move something that went wrong. Whatever. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.